Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Let's Max Warframe. We've had a look at some of the more mechanical stuff that came with the War Within. It's finally time to get down, get some former going, and check out the new secondaries, the Twin Rogga. Now these weapons can be picked up from the market and do require some reasonably hefty build requirements. You've got 15,000 ferrite in there, 1,600 Kuva, the new resource. If you want a guide on how to get Kuva, you can check it out in the description below. But what are they exactly? Well, they're another addition to the hand cannon secondary weapon category. They fire 2 shots before reloading, doing a pretty damn decent 300 damage per shot. The majority of that comes in the form of puncture with 150, 120 is impact, and a tiny bit of slash at just 30. The supplemental stats from there, they're not particularly spectacular. 10% crit chance, 200% multiplier, isn't really worth modding for crit, and a 15% status chance, because it's a shotgun style weapon, isn't really worth modding for status in my opinion. I've spoken a number of times about status on shotguns, however I'm going to link in the video in the description below for a more in-depth explanation as to why I don't do this. The reload though of 1.5 seconds, it's not amazing, especially since you've only got 2 shots before you need to reload, and you're going to spend an awful lot of time doing just that. The accuracy of these things though, they're not as bad as something like the Gextroll. It's obviously not particularly great because it's a shotgun style weapon, so we are going to miss pellets over long distance. Although like the Gextroll, as far as I can tell, it has no drop off in damage of the pellets at all. So this is normally where I would dive into any sort of interesting mechanics this weapon has. But I would if I had any interesting mechanics at all, so they are pretty much standard weapons. So let's dive into the build and to why I like these things so much. Now for this I've added 4 former to the weapon. We've ended up with 3v, 3 dash polarities on here. It gives us a lot of room for manoeuvre. We've got the standard mods on here, Hornet Strike, Barrel Diffusion, Lethal Torrent. We've got Seeker on there for punch through. I go with that because with only 2 shots before the reload, you want to make the most of every shot that you fire. Then we've got 3 elemental mods. They're 90%ers for the max damage. And obviously if you've got Prime T to charge max, then this would go in here as well, of whatever elemental combo you want to use. And then the final mod is a bit of a personal preference one. Either you can go with Targeting Subsystem, the Acolyte mod that increases accuracy when you hit a target. It's going to lead to you landing more pellets over a longer distance, and landing pretty much all of them at short range. It gives you a very significant boost in damage per shot. Or you could go with Quick Draw for a faster reload. It drops it from 1.5 seconds to 1 second reload. So after just 2 reloads or 4 shots, you've already saved the time of an entire reload. So you can imagine how much this is going to stack over the course of a mission. The final slot that you can do pretty much anything with. But these are the 2 mods I would go for myself. So why have I done the Twin Rogga first? Do I think they're worth putting the former onto maximum? And the answer is yes. Hell yes I do. These weapons are definitely sortie worthy against all factions. Although it definitely does fall off against the armoured Grineer units, in fact all armoured units, so make sure to bring your corrosive reduction and viral builds for that. The thing is, I find these things a lot of fun. I know they are two shots before the reload, but I mean we've got the Tigris still, we've got a Tigris that everybody loves, that's only 2 shot. You're running around the star map though, bam, 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 enemies dropping for every single shot. It is really satisfying and it's a ton of fun. Accuracy is a key with these things. You miss a shot, that's a lot of damage lost. And I love that. It's like practicing your own gun fu. It looks and feels badass, and that's why I love these things so much. Okay, they're not the best in their class, but who cares, to be honest. It's a weapon where a blunderbuss and 2 Flintlock pistols have had a baby, and this is what you've ended up with. They are a ton of fun to use, and they're decent at the same time. What's not to like? I am going to say they're worth building, they're worth forming, and messing around with it. I've had a blast with them. The only bad thing I would have to say is that I originally thought they were the Twin Kraken. And I am bitterly disappointed it's not, because that would have been awesome. I'd be interested to know what you guys think of this, if you've managed to get your hands on them yet, and also your opinion. Quick little thing just to let you know, Nova Prime, Vaso Prime, Soma Prime, they're entering the Prime Vault on the 22nd of this month, which is next week. So that means new Prime on the horizon. Now, it's a pretty terribly kept secret as to what Prime it is. So, are you excited for it? Let me know in the comments below, along with any other questions you have. As always, smash that like button if you liked the video, and subscribe if you like my content. Many thanks for watching, and I shall see you in the next video.